Hello everybody, and I want to welcome everyone to this episode of the Booze Geek. My name is Chuck, I am your host, and before I forget, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, hit that like button too and give us a big thumbs up, and always feel free to leave a comment down below. So this episode is episode 2 of our 4-part portfolio tasting, and in this portfolio tasting, we are focusing on Allagash Brewing, and they are located in Portland, Maine. So, quick recap for those of you who missed the last episode, and if you did miss it, please go back and watch it, because that's the episode that starts the whole fun train going. But, quick recap. On that episode, we tasted and reviewed Allagash's Belgian-style triple golden ale. And, as I mentioned in that episode, this is the base beer for a few of the other recipes. So, on this episode, we are going to be tasting and reviewing their Allagash Curieux. Now, this beer, how it relates to the triple? Well, essentially what they do, this beer is a bourbon barrel-aged golden ale. So what they will do is after they brew the triple, they will age the triple in bourbon barrels for 7 weeks. Then after the 7 weeks, they will blend in a little bit, just a little bit of a new batch of Allagash triple, and they will bottle it, and boom, it's done, ready for store shelves. So, as I mentioned, so this is a bourbon barrel-aged golden style ale. Now, this clocks in at a little bit higher ABV than the triple. The triple clocked in at 8% ABV. This one clocks in at 10.2. So yeah, a little bit higher, but since it essentially is the same beer, the hops are the exact same. This also uses Nugget and Hallertau. So, I'm jumping right in. A lot of ground to cover. Let's keep the fun train rolling. And here we go. Boom, boom. Ooh. Very, very, very tiny bit of smoke. I mean, like not even worthy of saying smoke came out of the bottle. But let's give this a nice little pour. Okay, that should do it. I will put the bottle back in the row. And let's see what we got. Well, color-wise, well, almost similar to the, it has a slight darker hue to it than the triple. Almost similar. A little bit more effervescent as well, but the head is about the same. One finger veil of white carbonation. But let's give this a swirl, and let's give the Curieux a nose, and let's see what we got here. Here we go. Oh yeah, boom. Oh yeah, very, very different nose. So we are getting, just off the bat, so there is a boozy, bourbon-esque aroma coming off the nose there. There is some slight vanilla. Now, there are some doughy notes that are coming off the nose as well. On this one, didn't really get any, you got a little bit of doughy notes off this one, but this one we're getting a little bit more as well. And one more little nose here. Yeah, maybe a slight bit of orange peel. But let's give this another swirl, and let's give this a taste. Here we go. Oh, wow. Yeah, those 7 weeks in the bourbon barrels definitely changes. Wow, let me give this another sip. Now, for starters, even though it's aged, this is still this is a medium-bodied beer. This is not a heavy-bodied beer. But some of those flavors that are coming through, vanilla, some spice, a little bit of oak, and it also tastes like a little bit of a slight coconut coming through. And yes, at the back end, there is a slight boozy aftertaste, a bourbon-esque boozy aftertaste, but it's not overpowering. I mean, this beer is dynamite, absolutely dynamite. I mean, the triple was good as well. This definitely takes it up a notch. It's more complex and robust on the palate. The aromas are a little more complex. The flavors are, in your face. The balance is spot on the nose and on the palate. So I'm going to give this one on the pint-o-meter. Well, I'm going to give this one more sip because it's a really good drink of beer, and then I'll give it a rating. There we go. Okay, now I thought about it. I'm giving this beer, honestly, 10 out of 10. I am giving this a 10 out of 10 on the pint-o-meter. This beer is dynamite. It is a knockout. So, with that being said, So I want everyone to, I'm inviting everyone, to come back on the third episode, because on the next episode, we are going to be tasting and reviewing Allagash's Barrel and Bean, which is another variant on the Allagash Triple. So please return for that episode. But to wrap this one up, I'm going to thank everyone for tuning into this episode. And as always, raise a pint, preferably of the Curieux or the Triple, and we'll see you on the next episode when we continue our Allagash portfolio tasting. So, raise a pint, cheers, PROST, and enjoy!